Solo Scrooge, sending peace and blessings to you all out there. Hashtag Solo Nation. How's it going, my people? Hope everyone's well. Appreciate you all for the love and support of the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're giving you updates on Sologenic Coreum, TX, XRP, Dovu, and more. So a lot going on in the community for the last week or so. And as we can see here, you got Coreum and Sologenic to join TX, the operating system for tokenization. One chain, one token, one community. So basically now Coreum and Sologenic will be one token, and the token will be called TX. One chain, one token, one community. So let's just go over this so quickly. So we've got the path forward. Mike McCluskey, CEO of Sologenic and Coreum. He says, for years our ecosystem has been split between two strengths. Coreum built the rails and Sologenic built the reach. That should have been written the other way around. Sologenic built the reach and Coreum built the rails, as Sologenic was the first. But everyone here has felt the gap. Two names, two narratives, fragmented liquidity. The ingredients were right, but the story wasn't unified. This is the moment that all changes. Together we can build TX. One chain, one token, one mission. We will become the leading execution layer for real-world assets on a global scale. So we've got key dates. The voting opened on the 5th of February and the voting closed on the 10th of February, which is now closed because obviously it's the 12th. So everyone had to vote whether they wanted the merge to go ahead or not. And as a result of that voting, as we can see, Coreum Proposal 29, official results, interpretation and outcome report. Proposal 29 approved. This report summarizes the final and official outcome of Coreum Governance Proposal 29, based exclusively on the immutable on-chain voting record as displayed by MintScan. Voting has formally concluded and the proposal result is final under Coreum's governance rules. So proposal overview, proposal ID 29, network Coreum, proposal title, proposed migration to TX, proposal category, on-chain governance, software upgrade, strategic alignment. The proposal requests approval from token holders to proceed with the planned migration of the Coreum ecosystem into the TX ecosystem. The vote was conducted through Coreum's standard on-chain governance process, allowing eligible stakeholders to vote using staked voting power. Voting status and final result. Voting period February the 5th, 2026 to February 10th, 2026. Final proposal status passed. Coreum requirement 40%. Actual turnout 92.12%. All governance requirements for passage were satisfied and exceeded. Final on-chain voting results. Participation turnout 92.12 of eligible voting power. Coreum threshold 40%. Okay, exceeded by a wide margin. Vote distribution, yes, 87.2% said yes. That's approximately 482 million Coreum. No, 0.038%. Approximately 2 million voted no. No with veto, 12.22%. Abstain, remaining percentage. These values reflect the finalized tally record on-chain at the close of voting. So Coreum Proposal 29, MintScan, interpretation of the results. The results reflect strong community participation and an overwhelming affirmative vote. A turnout exceeding 92% is significantly above typical governance participation levels in decentralized networks and indicates that token holders viewed the proposal as strategically material. With more than 87% of voting power supporting the proposal, the outcome represents a clear mandate from the Coreum community. So what the vote means: formal community authorization. The passage of Proposal 29 constitutes official community consent to proceed with the proposed migration into the TX ecosystem. Within decentralized governance, this approval provides the highest level of legitimacy for advancing the initiative. Strategic direction confirmed. The vote confirms broad alignment among stakeholders around consolidation and the long-term ecosystem focus. It removes ambiguity around community support and enables coordinated planning and execution. Governance strength signal. The combination of very high turnout and decisive approval reflects strong governance, engagement, and maturity. It signals to developers, validators, partners, and external stakeholders that Coreum community is actively involved in major strategic decisions. Next steps following approval. Following governance approval, the ecosystem may proceed with implementation related activities, which may include technical and operational planning, validator and infrastructure coordination, communication with developers, partners, and service providers, execution of migration steps in accordance with approved plans. Any execution steps are separate from the governance vote itself and will be communicated independently as they are finalized. Data integrity and legal notice. This report is provided for informational purposes only and is based solely on publicly available, immutable on-chain data. It does not constitute an offer, solicitation, or forward-looking commitment. The authoritative source for proposal results remains the Coreum on-chain record as displayed by MintScan. So the Coreum proposal 29 passed, meaning that Sologenic and Coreum will now migrate into one token known as TX. So the token generation event and migration is on the 6th of March, which is a Friday. So on this paper, it was telling people why they should vote yes. America as the strategic base. TX is a US-based company anchored in the world's deepest capital markets at the moment, when US policy is moving to a leadership position in digital assets and supporting responsible innovation. Unite Technology. Coreum and Sologenic combine to form a single category defining full-stack tokenization platform, integrating issuance, compliance and liquidity for real-world assets at institutional scale. Strengthen the ecosystem. Consolidating eliminates fragmentation and concentrates liquidity, governance and development into one unified network built to scale. One ecosystem is stronger than two parallel ones. Align incentives. One token, one brand, one growth engine. Holders, developers, validators, and partners align around a single system where value accrual and decision making are clear. Accelerate global adoption. With signed RWA issuers, the TX marketplace and app, active and up-and-coming exchange listings, regulated partners, and live pilots, TX launches with real demand, real users, and immediate market presence. So these are the validators supporting the merge. They got a listing coming up with Kraken that I saw on X. So you got all of these validators supporting the merge. What this means for holders. So for the Coreum holders, so the conversion from Coreum to TX, for every Coreum you have, you'll get 1 TX. From Solo to TX, for every Solo you hold, you'll get 2.29 TX. And for those that hold Coreum, the change will be automatic. And for those that hold Sologenic, you have to use the swap tool at sologenic.org. So major exchanges have aligned to support the merge, ensuring global liquidity for the new TX token. Supported exchanges include BitTrue, Gate.io, Kraken, and MEXC. So my people, let me know what you think about Sologenic Coreum merging into one token, into the TX token. Let me know your views and thoughts. If we have a quick look at the chart, Sologenic sitting on 10 cents, down about 30-40% since this news came. We even went as far down as 7 cents, just a bit above 7 cents. But we're down about 40%, 30-40% since this news came of the migration to TX token. And Coreum as well. Coreum's down about 30-40%, if not 50% since this news came. Went as low as 3 cents. So let me know what you lot think about this migration to the TX token. Even if we look at Coreum, look, this is the uphold listing. I've had this chart up for a while. Look, uphold listing. We never regained any steam. Coreum never regained any steam since the uphold listing. And I remember when this listing happened, I was saying Coreum's going down, and many didn't listen. Many didn't believe what I was saying, but I said it. And look, since it happened in 2023, we never got back up there. We never got back up there. So let me know in the comments down below what's your thoughts on this Coreum and Sologenic migrating to TX. So crypto bubbles, you know, we always got to look at the bubbles. Uniswap down 13.4%, pump up 7.3%, MYX, I don't know what this is, but it's down 29%, XLM up 7%, Cardano ADA up 4%, Ondo up 5%, Algo up 2.9%, crypto bubbles. And for the traders, Liquidation Heatmap, last 24 hours, 214.67 million wrecked, 85.9 million out of those that went long, and 128.77 million out of those that went short. So my people, appreciate you all for the love and support of the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video for me. I'm Solo Scrooge with the Solo News. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.